The Heat. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Smith finds Robinson. Well, we have two teams tonight, Steve, that love to take their time working it up court. When you played, which were the best teams at grinding it out in slower games?
You know, I think the Chicago Bulls, that triangle offense, I mean, they ran on fast break on their defense, but on the offensive end, they wanted to wear you down with that triangle offense. And the teams that had dominant post players, they would get it down to them, make you double team, the ball would move around. And that was pretty much Shaq teams and Akeem Olajuwon teams, guys who had dominant centers.
Good.
What a beautiful look. Randall continues to round out his game in the prime of his career.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 4-point game. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And there's the pass to Dragic. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Love the hustle there defensively. Randall staying active and alert.
Here's Knox. Smith on the wing. Covered by Winslow. Smith, the pass to Knox. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now, here's Dragic. Three-pointer. And no good. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. You learn about Jimmy Butler, difficult journey to where he is now. But one thing...
Basketball. That's that. It always took my mind off everything.
Well, you hear that so often, don't you, Greg? Between those lines can be an escape from the outside world.
And in the end, Butler's obsession became his escape. Maybe why he remained so devoted to the game.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Smith and Bullock at the 1 and the 2. Portis is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Morris in at small forward. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Yeah, but he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
New York leading by 5. Outside Portis. Smith against Dragic. They grab their own miss. Moves back up. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Gibson, a force on the offensive glass. He's a worker, and you saw it right there.
And a new group in for the Heat. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Butler comes in for Derek Jones. Waiters, he's checked in for Hero. And Winslow subbed in for Goran Dragic. And a new group in for the Knicks. Julius Randle's checked in for Portis. Barrett comes in for Morris. Alonzo Trier's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And Ellington is subbed in for Smith. And Butler, here we go. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Knicks take it the other way. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Ellington, the pass to Trier. Pulls it up. The offensive rebound, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
What power from Taj Gibson. He really likes sending a message to the defense with his dunks.
Now here's Butler. From deep. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Goran. How would you say you guys have done in the first half?
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. New York holding the upper hand after the first two quarters. They lead by 10. And that does it for our halftime show. We now...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's getting it done is Taj Gibson.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Heat, at the 2 and the 3, it's Butler and Winslow. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point. Here's Barrett. And Winslow pulls it down.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look. But this is why we play the game.
Outside Butler. Can't hit from 12.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Randall dishes to Smith. Back to Randall. Shoots over Dragic. And there's Randall on the assist by Smith. Randall's got the lead up to 10 now for the Knicks.
That's the maturity of Randall's game now. Not trying to force things, just pops it in and moves on to the next play.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And Olynyk kicks to Winslow. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Randall with some nice D. Passes it to Smith. The dish to Robinson. Miami grabs the miss. Now Dragic, he's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Butler with the ball. A three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. New York leading by 10. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. They've got Portis. Reggie Bullock is out there with Trier. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Gibson in at the power forward. From 15 feet away. No good on that one. And it's Miami the other way. Outside, Jones. Leonard finds Waiters. From 13, it's rebounded by Portis. The Knicks shooting well, 50% from the floor. And here's Bullock. outside Portis. Knocks down the three ball. Portis has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Knicks. The Heat trail by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Knicks.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Julius Randle.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Kicks it out to Jones. Beyond the arc. Sinks the triple.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Portis, the pass to Morris. Clock at 6. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Waiters for 3. Off target with that shot. So no problem for New York as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,